This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Green Bay Packers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At their own 23-yard line.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Jump out.
Right to the air is Rodgers. That one caught downfield by Watson. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd and 12. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Peterson. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They're going to try and throw. Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Hey, take 26. Slip it down.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
That's good.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Go to 50.
Now it's Rodgers. Pass caught right side by Taylor. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
14. Broncos nothing.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Now Ward. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
60 average. 60 average. 70 ready. 70 ready. Panther 80. Panther 11. Panther 11.
From the gun, Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
To throw is Ward. To the right side and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0.
21. Broncos nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
1st and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 40-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And I think the ball's out. It's loose, the ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Oh, my goodness. Now that is going to be out of bounds on the free kick. And that's a big mistake. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 40.
258. Back north. 26. Jump out. Slip it down.
He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian Watson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Packers 30, Broncos nothing.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again. There he goes left side. He's to the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Quentin Johnston, 65 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Fielded at the 20. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Peterson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
19 tight.
Ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
Okay, ready.
32. First down, Broncos.
Let's go. Go.
They'll look to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Quentin Johnston, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line.
Hey, Mike, 58.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Catch is made by Metcalf. Touchdown, Packers. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Zerline good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Broncos 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up
into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted.
Well, the defense loses it. It's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are an extra point away from going up by 30. Zerline connects on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And finally, he's out of bounds, but not before a great return. He's all the way inside the 30.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole, setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now for a right side here, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense for the Packers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for Broncos. First down.
We are in in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
88.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. He's to the 15. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. DK Metcalf with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Broncos 21.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
At the 19-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Cougar 19 tight. 19 tight. Catch Madden. Dragon 60. Panther 11.
Looking to throw. Peterson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
At the 26-yard line.
18, 5 here. Trap 60. Ready. Step big.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
19 Lions.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now a deep one for Johnston. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Street. 70 Lions. 70 Rangers. 18 Rattlers. Mustang 19. Cook 19. 60 Maverick. Back
ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
19 tight, 60.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll try and throw for it here.
Now this throw deep for Kraft. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey, take 26. Look at you.
To throw is Rodgers.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. They'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
It's now 2nd down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Go to 50. 58.
Rodgers now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Inside.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Oh, that is incomplete.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Okay, ready?
Brings up 2nd and 2.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From the 35, here's 2nd and a couple.
18, 5 in. You're not. 18, run. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready, what?
Looking to throw. Peterson. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Warriors, 70.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Peterson. Over the middle. That's complete to McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Ready. Dragon 60. Panther 6. Comeback 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnston. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Quentin Johnston on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Broncos 28.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now this time Rodgers will throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, 620. Inside. 150.
Now it's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Tough to imagine any team wanting to give a player like this up in a trade, but I know they're happy to have him.
It is amazing, isn't it? But we have seen big-time guys change teams. Jimmy Graham, Brandon Marshall, and their new teams are really excited to have them because they provide big-time targets.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This complete to the tight end, Tyler Kraft. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective. That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
18 rattlers.
Peterson now, operating from the gun. For the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
Dragon,
A gain of 9 yards. First
65,
down, Broncos.
79 Broncos. Go.
Back to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. 19 Lions. Mustang 19. Warriors 70. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Back to throw. Peterson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Here we go. 18. 5 years.
They'll try and throw for it. And it'll be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Hey, 88.
Now Rodgers. That's complete left side to Gray. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And the Packers, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Hey, take 26.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. second down.
Incomplete.
Go to 50.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back north. Listen, inside.
And again, it's Rodgers.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
It's a gain of 14
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
Now he'll tuck this and run. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw, here's Ward. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
18, 5 in, top 50, Buffalo 18. Go.
Ward from the gun on third down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down.
Corey, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Hey, check that, street.
Going for it, here's Ward. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard
19, Tiger, 19.
They'll look to throw again. We'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw is Peterson. Off play action. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Hold it ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready. 9, Bronco 80, 79 Bronco, 19 tight. Mustang 19. $18 Rattler. Panther 11.
Throwing is Ward. Short throw, he's got Kraft. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Let's go. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Cougar 19. Set. Hey. 18. Pioneer. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Peterson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Here's Peterson off the play fake. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Here's Rodgers to throw. On the RPO. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Lucas Van Ness getting 3 there to bring him down.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Hey, inside. Inside.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
319. Go to 50. Hey, you block over. Stay right. Back north.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Pioneer. Let's go now. Panther 11, Panther 79, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 19 Lions. Go street.
Peterson now throwing to start the drive. Short throw. He's got Kraft. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
79, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Warriors 70. Mustang 19. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cowboy 80. Dragon 60. Buffalo 18. Cut 19. Cut 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Rig alert. Rig alert. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Here we go. Set.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Cougar 19.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it.
Score, Packers 51, Broncos 40.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Screen 18, 26. Screen 18.
On play action. Now Rodgers.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game, and good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6, and how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
On the draw is Taylor.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Third down and 1.
6:30. Hey, 6:26.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Get 300. Get 300. Inside. Jump out.
Back to throw. Rodgers. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
It's a gain of 29.
That reception is 600 NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment.
First down and goal to go.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
58.
Taylor looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Try to take this home. They'll run.
And he's across for a touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Broncos 48.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Packer 60, 18 Cardinal, 18, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Off play action. Peterson. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sideline? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Now Peterson. Off play action. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 19 tight, 19 tight. Mustang 19. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
On the ready.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Get up. 79 Broncos. Set, hurt, hurt. Trap 50, trap 50. Street. Check smash, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Dragon 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Ready, break. 18, Rattler, 18, Viking, 18. 18, Pioneer, Cup 19, Cup 19. Let go.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory.
And as this defense walks